Blue Bikes was the first bike share program in the state of Louisiana, and we saw incredible success. People hopped on Blue Bikes to get to work, they hopped on Blue Bikes to get to a grocery store, to ride and get around for pleasure, for business, for everything in between. As we've expanded bike share throughout the state of Louisiana, we've seen similar trends. Yes, it is fun to get on a bike and ride with your friends on the weekend to do sort of touristy things, to get out and do fun things, but it also meets a real community need. And so we've certainly seen the ways in which bike share can be important for exercise. We've seen the ways that bike share can be important for equity and allowing people to get where they need to go for jobs and for food access. And we think that as communities explore with this and learn more, there's going to be ways to enable even more folks to be involved.
Good morning, and thank you all so much for being here. You know, over a year ago or so, we were right in the same room, all geared up and excited about moving our Blue Bikes forward. And during the pandemic, we had to, came to a screeching halt, quite frankly. But it gave us an opportunity to really retool and fine-tune ourselves with local control every step of the way. And what I mean by that is local partnerships. So creating, and of course, thank you so much, Andy KOPPLIN, the Greater New Orleans Foundation, for stepping up to be a local partner. We really appreciate that. We've always had the support of Blue Cross Blue Shield Louisiana, but thank you for just your unwavering commitment to this. Dr. Steve, we just appreciate it. And of course, DESTINIE, you know, you are that board member of Blue Crew. And that's a reflection, again, of how we're focusing on meeting the needs of our people in our community with leadership every step of the way, ensuring that accountability is where it needs to be. And at the end of the day, we're looking through the lens of equity when it comes to providing and diversifying transit modes for all of our people. Cycling is one of those modes. And we know that 1 out of 5 of our residents in our city, they don't have access to a vehicle. But even still, we're trying to improve our carbon footprint by doing away with these emissions. So again, living up to our climate plan that we have activated of reducing our carbon footprint. So with that, I just want to say thank you to our partners, but also thank you to the leadership of the Mayor's Office of Transportation. Laura Bryan, we could not and we would not be here without you. Also, you know, when I think about partnerships, Big Bike Easy, Dan, thank you for just being, again, unwavering in making sure that the city of New Orleans stays focused not only on creating and ensuring public safety through transit options and opportunities, but making sure that we're just doing what we say, you know, and we're continuing to listen to the residents who we serve and even our visitors, you know, when they come to the city, providing them with access and affordable access. So I'm more excited today because we'll finally fill these vacant bike spots all around, bike depots or what I call them, all around the city that have had no bikes nestled there for quite some time. But when we see the bikes hitting the street, I'm just looking for, again, embracing neighborhoods and the fabric of our community by meeting people where they are. And again, we cannot do this without our partners. And I'm going to ask Dr. Steve to come on up and just share a little bit more about not only this partnership, but the impact that it's going to have on our people holistically. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Cantrell. We are delighted to be here today with you, with the members of the Blue Crew, and all the other partners as we celebrate the second launch of the Blue Bikes program. And we are literally excited to get this rolling again. I remember I was one of the first people to ride a Blue Bike in New Orleans when we launched back in 2017. And then, like today, we are proud to serve as the title sponsor because we understand the value that this type of program brings to the community in New Orleans. Our mission is simple. It's to improve the health and lives of Louisianians. And we think that that is very aligned with bringing this program back to life. It's why we signed on initially, and it's why we signed on again to be the title sponsor. And I would just comment that we're also doing this around the state. We're doing it up the road in Baton Rouge, and we welcome communities around the state that want to engage in bike share programs, healthy lifestyles, to engage with us. Bike sharing, as the mayor mentioned, it is a healthy way to get around the city. It offers a safe and green way to get around New Orleans, whether you're going to work, going to classes, meeting friends. And I think we can all appreciate that. It's also an opportunity to improve community health. Unfortunately, as we're all aware, in Louisiana, we rank near the bottom of all states in many health indicators. And so we believe that an active lifestyle is a good way to improve whether it's obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and other things that lead to poor outcomes. And, as the mayor mentioned, for residents who don't have cars, beyond a healthy lifestyle, it's a great way that they can get around to get medical care, to get fresh groceries, to get healthy food, and we believe that it will improve the well-being of the community by helping people. So when we had an opportunity to partner again with the City of New Orleans, with Blue Crew, and to relaunch Blue Bikes, this was not a decision that we needed a long time to think about. We know that participating in this kind of programs can change lives for the better, and we were happy to do it. We, like the mayor, were disappointed when the original program was shut down, but we are now delighted with the rebirth of this program, and we really believe that this 2.0 program will be better than ever, and I think you can see these are clearly new and improved bikes. So we are delighted to have this relaunched, and we hope all of you are ready to get on these bikes when you see them out there in a few weeks. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to one of the Blue Crew board members, DESTINIE Hammond. DESTINIE, thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Steve. My name is DESTINIE Hammond, and I'm the Communications Manager for the North American Bikeshare Association, and also a board member for Blue Crew, the community-based organization that will maintain and operate Blue Bikes. I'm very excited to be here today with Mayor Cantrell and all of our other partners to celebrate the return of Blue Bikes to New Orleans. I started with Blue Bikes as their outreach coordinator just a few days before they launched in 2017. And since then, the system has experienced tremendous growth with expanding ridership and strong community support. But unfortunately, as it was mentioned, Blue Bikes had to pause briefly when the out-of-state corporate operator decided to end operations at the end of the year in 2020. Thankfully, former Blue Crew or Blue Bike staff, walking and biking advocates, philanthropists, and community healthcare advocates came together because they recognized the importance of having healthy, equitable, environmentally friendly transportation in New Orleans. The Blue Crew governance system, as a community-based organization, is specifically designed to ensure the long-term sustainability of Blue Bikes in New Orleans. Thanks to the hard work of Blue Crew and our community partners, community members, Blue Bikes are back with a fleet of 500 pedal assist e-bikes that will be back on the streets by September 1st. The initial system area will include portions of the Lower Garden District, Central City, the CBD, the French Quarter, the Marigny, the Treme, the Bywater, Mid-City, 7th Ward, and the lower portion of City Park. You can get ready to ride by downloading the Blue Bikes NOLA app and choosing one of the payment options. There are 3 to choose from: the pay-as-you-go rate at 15 cents a minute, the $25 monthly subscription, and for those who qualify for Medicaid or SNAP benefits, can access Blue Bikes for only $4 a month through the Blue Bikes for All program. You can find more information about the system area and the pricing at bluebikesnola.com, and I invite everyone to follow us on social media at Blue Bikes NOLA for additional updates. And now everyone, please start to get your helmets and sunscreen ready because Blue Bikes are back. Yeah. Next, I'd like to welcome Andy from the Greater New Orleans Foundation. Thank you.
Thank you, DESTINIE, and thank you, Mayor Cantrell. Simply put, without your leadership and steadfast commitment to bring this back and bringing it under local control, we wouldn't be here today, and extraordinarily grateful for that. Not to mention all the additional bike infrastructure that's put throughout the city over the last 3.5 years. There are miles and miles, I don't know how many miles, I'm sure somebody in your team does, but miles and miles of protected bike infrastructure that keep biking safe for all. So we're thrilled to be here for the relaunch of Bikeshare today. At the Greater New Orleans Foundation, we have been a philanthropy focused on bringing our community a more vibrant, sustainable, and just place for all of our residents. And initiatives where we bring people, resources, and ideas together are the kinds of work that we like the best. And this is a perfect example of bringing people, resources, and ideas together to do something that's really, really important for our community. As Destiny alluded to and the mayor alluded to, back in 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, corporate decision makers somewhere else made a decision to leave us high and dry without bikes in the middle of that pandemic. And as they often say, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And Mayor, the Jazz Fest is coming up, and we're like the Who. We are not going to get fooled again. And so, again, thanks to the mayor and her team, Laura Bryan and Dan Jatries, for their commitment. But for their commitment to say, we'll make a partnership with a nonprofit, we would not be here. And I want to thank Dr. Steve and Blue Cross Blue Shield, because but for their commitment to being sponsors again, and but for their commitment to restructure that sponsorship to give Blue Crew Board, upon which I also serve, the resources to buy these bikes, we wouldn't be here. And so thanks to Blue Cross Blue, there you are, Dr. Steve, thank you for that. I want to thank our colleagues, Destiny and other members of the Blue Crew Board with me, and particularly Dan FAVRE, who will speak in a moment, with Bike Easy. They are our local advocacy partner. And again, absent that community support, those are the people that make this possible. We would not be here. And lastly, I want to thank Jeff Coates, the CEO of Blue Crew, who took a risk. He took a risk that he could pull this off and that he could bring other people along to pull this off. And again, but for Jeff's personal commitment and investment in this, I don't think we would be here today. So it took a lot of people, resources. We're proud to have provided seed capital and helped create the nonprofit that launched this. And without the commitment of the city as the partner and Blue Cross as a sponsor, this magic wouldn't happen. We wouldn't be here as quickly as we are. We wouldn't be here with local control as we are. And so this is an exciting day for Greater New Orleans, for the city of New Orleans, for our community. And I can't wait to see everybody out there on the bikes. And I hope everybody who believes in this vision will sign up for a Bikeshare membership. Again, as Destiny mentioned, Bikeshare for All is a really important program to make sure that Bikeshare is accessible to every single New Orleanian, and that's a really important value as well. So I'm going to turn it over to Dan FAVRE, and thank you guys again for being here today. Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks, Andy. Thanks, everyone. I'm excited about these blue bikes. I'm excited about the e-assist. I got a little sweaty coming over here on my bike without it today, so it'll be nice to have a little boost there. So I'm the executive director. My name is Dan FAVRE, the executive director of Bike Easy, the local bicycle education and advocacy organization. And we have long advocated for Bikeshare in New Orleans because it's a healthy, equitable transportation option that brings big benefits to everyone who lives in or visits our city. So we've been involved, over the long haul, from a demonstration at the Super Bowl in 2013 to helping develop and really promote the Blue Bikes for All program as part of Blue Bikes 1.0, and I'm incredibly proud to be up here with everyone today to relaunch Blue Bikes again for the community of New Orleans. So again, I want to echo the thanks to Mayor Cantrell and everyone at the city, to Blue Cross and Blue Shield, Greater New Orleans Foundation, everyone who's part of the Blue Crew Board, and just the community that's come together to support these efforts. As other folks have stated, I think that the local nonprofit model that's truly rooted in the values and needs of the community of New Orleans is crucial to the ongoing sustainability and success of this program that is getting ready to launch. Blue Bikes adds this healthy, equitable transportation option to the mobility ecosystem of New Orleans. And building from the past experiences, especially, this new system is really strategically designed to work for everyone, and especially those who have historically lacked affordable transportation options. I've heard the stat of 1 in 5 households that doesn't have access to a car, and we're working hard to make sure that these Blue Bikes are there and available and affordable and easy to use for everyone who needs them. And along with the return of blue bikes, this coincides with the rapid expansion of the protected and low-stress bikeway network throughout New Orleans. That makes riding a bike more accessible for people who are going to work, headed to the store, going to the park for recreation, just going for a family ride, and really improves quality of life. Good bike infrastructure, bike share, and more people riding bikes is good for everyone here in New Orleans, even if you never ride a bike. Less pollution, less traffic and parking competition, there's less stress on the roadways. And these more transportation options, of course, also make it easier for people to get to work and have more control to get to work on time, boost the economy and small businesses. The people of New Orleans understand why this matters. From our members and supporters that have been bugging me ever since the blue bikes went away about, hey, when are they coming back? And how can we get out there and ride again? What can we do to help with this? To polling that was commissioned last year by the New Orleans Complete Streets Coalition that showed 87% of New Orleanians really understand that there should be safe alternatives to driving, like public transportation, bicycling, and walking, to enable our people to get to work on time and keep our economy strong. The strong community support of Bikeshare is also evident in everyone you see standing up here and the group that's come together to make this happen. So again, thanks to the City of New Orleans and to Mayor Cantrell, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, the Greater New Orleans Foundation, there's and many more people than I can list. Jeff, thank you so much for all your work. Together, we are delivering on the need and the desire for more healthy, affordable transportation options for everyone in the City of New Orleans. So thanks for being here. I hope you'll get out and try the bike soon.
Well, thank you all, and we just want to remind folks to definitely be respectful to our bikes and to all of our people who are riding them, because they're traffic too. So thank you again. All right, good job.
We've seen a lot of success in enabling blue bikes and Bikeshare in Baton Rouge to be used by low-income folks through dynamics that enable discounted access that can make a utility and a public service like blue bikes, like Bikeshare, something that they can make part of their daily lives to get from place A to place B in a healthy and safe way.
From Bikeshare standpoint, we talked about kind of going back and forth from work, but it truly is for the health and welfare of people and the lives of Louisianians. So this is one way to get people in shape a little bit, instead of, taking ride shares or Uber or something like that, and then jump on a bike, get a little exercise, and get around town a little bit.
Blue Cross's mission is to improve the health and lives of the people of Louisiana. Bikeshare is critical to that because biking is an active, healthy, and safe way to get from place A to place B. And our ability to support programs like this makes it even easier for people in our state to get where they need to go to live healthy and active lives. And we're proud to be able to make tools like these available throughout our state.